All right, what do we want to hop into, week 3?
Yep.
All right, let's get into week 3 of the NFL. We can recap anything we want to. Week 2, obviously, we always cover the lines. What did you guys think of week 2?
Um, the Packers look good on Thursday night. That's, I think, the scariest thing for me that I took away from the NFL last week. But Jaden Daniels might be hurt, might be out for a little bit for the Commanders. So was it Packers really good? Commanders might have not the healthiest quarterback situation going on. Lost my parlay because he didn't rush for 30 yards. I think it's the first time he hasn't done that in a long time. He had 7 rush attempts for 17 yards. Not mad at all or anything like that, but Packers look decent, so that sucked.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the Packers might actually be good again, and that's really depressing. Really, really what I looked forward to. Every year talking shit about the Packers for the
At least
past
the
2
Bears
years.
are down bad again.
The Bears are sad. Bears are sad. Bears are always fucking sad. They're fucking bad and they're sad. That's all there is
Sorry,
to it.
Byroff.
So,
Yeah, I mean we smacked them 52-21. Did you guys see the TikToker who's running a mile for every point that the
I
Bears lose?
did, dude. He's a dog.
I don't know if I want to know at the beginning of the season, was he like, Bears are going to be good. We're not losing any games. This sounds great.
Or was
he's
he like, I really need to fucking run. This is one way to hold myself accountable.
It's got to be a guy who already runs.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
It ain't me getting off the couch and going and running.
No, you ain't running on 35 miles as soon as your team loses.
No.
There's way too many beers getting hammered after we lose to go run.
Right, I'm not even driving 35 miles.
I'll go stumble 35 steps.
To the body.
What about Jared Goff? He had 5 cutties and 5 incompletions.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know he had the 5 incompletions.
334 yards.
I think the biggest thing for Jared Goff has got to work on his Lambeau leap, the Ford Field leap. Did you guys see that?
He's just disgracing quarterbacks everywhere.
My favorite was the clips of that little girl down there, just like.
That's hilarious.
She's just like hitting all the emotes out there. Just hell yeah.
Yep. No, but Jared Goff, the last touchdown pass to give us the even bigger lead. Do you think we're running it up? Because that was a question that got asked of Ben Johnson.
Yeah. Fuck it. What else are we supposed to do, though?
Stop us if you can. It's 4th down. Dan Campbell, we like to go for it. You can't stop a simple out by Amon-Ra. Like, what's coming. Come on now.
Right.
I'd like to see more of my boy Tesla. 2 catches, 2 sick catches? Like,
Dan said he's going to get more opportunities. He said he put him in 2 times and he made 2 catches. He's given him 2 opportunities and he sees them both. So he's going to give him more opportunities. That's what he said in his presser. So
take Amon-Ra out. He's our new wide receiver 1. That's it.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I tell you what, his rookie card, his football rookie card is going to have the sickest picture.
Brother.
Oh, heck yeah.
He got 2 one-handers. They can figure out what angle and what picture they want to do, but Mr. Unlimited.
He better be 99 overall in Madden, like a special card. Just fucking spec catch 99, catch 99. Never dropped a pass in his life.
1-hand catch 99.
If he tries 2, you never know.
Yeah, we'll see.
1 hand, he's got it down for sure.
I really think our wide receiver lineup, him, J-Mo, Amon-Ra, how you stopping that?
It's a hell of a trio.
And you got Laporta inside, Gibbs in the backfield.
Got a lot to work with.
Yeah.
It's just
what about
Lions offense we're going to see, but yeah.
Speaking of Dan and his kickers, Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboys. 64-yarder as time expired in regulation, then sends them to overtime, and then he kicks the game-winning field goal in overtime. You got to be proud, Dan.
Hey, I'm bricked up for my boy. We are rock solid. I think, knowing his background a little bit, I didn't know until that game because I don't really watch the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys.
Hey.
But I'm here for kickers. I'll support my kickers. But he's a pro soccer player.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, maybe that's the route the NFL really should kind of go. Like, why aren't they tapping into that a little more? You know,
And if they're
like,
decent, they're going to be making more money, and they're going to be running a lot less.
yeah,
And
I
you
mean,
know they can do it until they fucking turn 60. So
yeah, they run a lot less. I mean, just from having played a little soccer when I was younger, like it's a lot more detail oriented as far as like ball placement and different things like that. So kicking a football is not that much different. So maybe that's the route we need to go in the NFL. Get a little more kickers. We're going to see some 70 yarders. Give me some 80-yard bombs.
well, it's like that kid that's kicking for the Jags right now.
Little,
Right?
and
Yeah,
little,
Little.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was a soccer player. Then during COVID, he lived right next to the football field. So he just would walk to the football field and started kicking footballs because it was fun. And
And hits a 70-yarder.
they picked him up.
Yeah. You know,
What a
I think
dog.
we need to get a little Happy Gilmore too, cut that ligament and just start slanging.
Get the fuck out of here. The real
Yeah,
story from
seriously.
that game is Russ throwing for 450. How have we not talked about that? Russell Wilson turning back the clock on us.
Because they
Mr.
lost.
Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. They lost. Nobody cares after a loss. If they would have won, he would have been paraded on ESPN saying he's back. But they lost. And they get to slob off the Dallas Cowboys. So it's going to get overlooked, obviously. He's not back until they start winning.
Malik Neighbors had some baller catches as well.
He's a goat, bro. I hope they don't waste him in New York. I cannot see another receiver just get wasted away with no playoff wins in New York.
He's just going to go the same route as Saquon and Danny Dimes. Man, he's leaving. They're just out here balling.
Yeah.
So
Get on your rookie contract and then get off as soon as possible and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I mean, I think his only hope is if they throw Dart in there and he starts slinging like he did in college. You know, they're going to win some games, I think, with Dart if he actually pans out. But
they drew a real easy matchup this week. I'll tell you what, Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs.
Jesus Christ, they already lost. The black magic is in. They're 0-2. They would never let them start 0-3.
Yep.
Never.
Speaking of the Chiefs, they started 0-2. That's just what you said. Eagles beat them 2017. Did you guys see the tush push and the guards firing off before the ball gets snapped?
Yeah, nothing gets called. That was just nothing.
Yeah.
That at first I was gonna say which one because I watched about 19 tush pushes.
That's true.
Yeah, that one was crazy. And as a coach, you have to just delete that film because you cannot watch that and then look at your refs serious. You know what I mean? Like, how do you see that there is a ref staring at the fucking ball? There was two guys already touching before the ball snap. Something's got to get called. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what side, who did what, but a flag's got to get thrown. There's got to be some lingerie on the fucking field.
I'm personally just tired of seeing the tush push. It's not very fun play to watch. Like, you're like, oh, yeah, they're going to get a first down. Well, like, okay, let's change the rules, okay? If you want to keep the tush push, fine, but let my D-line go for their kneecaps. Please, bring it back. I want helmet to the kneecap. We're stopping it then. D-line's getting lower.
If you look over the ball, like, the ball is in
That's all
the
the same
middle
picture.
of the center
Yeah.
chest, and
Yeah.
everyone's leaning forward. You know what I mean? Like, they're already touching helmets by the time the quarterback even touches the ball, let alone has it. So I don't know. That whole thing needs to be weird. There needs to be like somebody in the middle there fucking fighting them back, like two hockey players doing a face-off. You know, like somebody's got to be like, they're over the ball. They have
and if you can't get it right, if you get a delay game or you get a lined up in the neutral zone, that's on you, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And they have the over the ball, like the sky cam shit where it marks it. There's no way they can't look right over the line and see if anybody's in the neutral zone. There can be a camera right over. It can be clear as day, but it's just like they let it slide and slide and slide, and now it's hard to revert all the way back to wait. Now you can't because they've had 2-3 years of film that they've been doing the same fucking thing. So it's got to be like the before the season thing where they're dickheads about it. Like, they always pick one or two things that they go over the top with and call more than they did the year before. It's got to be that one of those incentive things where they go in, they warn everybody, they make it as clear as day, and then. But I don't see anything happening mid-season, so it's just going to be another bitching talking point to anyone playing the Eagles.
I agree. First time the Chiefs have started 0-3 or had a 3-game losing streak in Pat Mahomes' career. Super Bowl, week 1, week 2. Yikes.
Sheesh.
I mean, I think maybe a hot take here, but I think the Chiefs are kind of toast this year, my opinion. I have a feeling they won't make the playoffs.
They don't look great. I have just seen them look just like this in the first 5 weeks multiple times, and then somehow Andy Reid just has the pieces and he just finally puts them together and they look like a cohesive offense, and it's like, all right, here we go again. So
Yeah.
I don't want to write them off for like another couple weeks. Obviously, they go 0-3. It's kind of tough to bounce back from that. But in general, I don't want to write the dynasty off for another week or two.
Do you think that some of that in the past could have been like the old Patriots in the division they played, or the Bills and who they play now? The teams haven't been good in the AFC West. They really haven't had any competition, and now they have 2 teams that are really competing in the Raiders. But
yeah, no, that's where I think they don't make the playoffs. Like, you lost to the Chargers once. You didn't look great in that game. Like, that was the best you looked. And I mean, they've only played 2 games, but you didn't look super great. The Chargers didn't look super great, but they were better than you at their worst. So that's not a good look for you. And then, yeah, I think the Broncos and Chargers are a better team. I'd even go to say the Raiders are a better team, to be honest. Oh, a more complete team. Chiefs have the best quarterback, yes, but their pieces just aren't there. I mean, when your quarterback's leading your team in rushing, that's not great in the NFL. We don't need that.
I
Unless you're Lamar.
haven't seen Pat run this much ever.
Yeah.
Which does draw me to the same conclusion as you're alluding to, like, where's the offense? It's more of makeshift in the moment, and you got a quarterback that can do it, luckily, to kind of save your ass, but they're not like they're not designed runs. Pat's not getting 10 designed runs, so these are shit's not open, or there's pressure coming that wasn't supposed to be there or anticipated, so he's just getting out of the pocket. So, I mean, shit's got to get cleaned up quick. It's kind of exciting to see. We've kind of hoped a downfall for the Chiefs. I mean, I say we, but at least me.
no, we're in the boat with you.
I've hoped Lamar or Josh Allen, could get over that hump. So if it's not even like they have to face them in that championship and they can go head to head, then it's a win-win. One of those 2 quarterbacks, hopefully, we'll get there. Especially, Joe just went down. We'll see how Cincy does. Luckily they started off hot, so they got a little bit to give, but you're still going to expect, Baltimore, Buffalo.
Chiefs to miss the playoffs plus 152 right now. You can bet it.
That's soft. That's actually pretty bad. I'd think should be like plus 300.
Because Vegas knows the black magic's coming in.
Here it comes.
They're gonna do some bullshit.
Yeah. Speaking of Joe Burrow, hurt turf toe, 3 months. He's having surgery. The Bengals are 2-0 for the first time, and he's out for 3 months. So it goes back to the whole adage, would you rather have someone who can block for Joe Burrow and have Joe Burrow throw to anyone, or would you rather Joe Burrow throw to Jamar Chase and have anyone blocking for him?
A tale as old as time, I feel like, with Cincinnati. We have just been hoping somebody would save them. It's not to the extent where Indy and Luck, but a couple more injuries, we're starting to creep. It's starting to get a little too familiar for quarterback getting hurt due to the negligent offensive line. So it's like, get the pieces like the Chiefs did the year they got their asses smacked and brought it back to the Super Bowl with, a totally revamped offensive line with the same, shell of an offense.
I agree wholeheartedly. The Jags losing that game to the Bengals and Nate Browning cost one of my buddies $40,000. He picked every single money line game for week 2 of the NFL, except for he had the Jaguars to beat the Bengals.
Ooh. Dude, he sees Joe Burrow go down. He's like, oh my God.
I got a chance.
I'm going to do it. Oh, that's brutal, man.
That's tough. Have you guys seen some people online calling for the Bengals to trade for our boy Winstones? They want Jameis Winston in there chucking the rock for the Bengals.
Why not, dude? They got the pieces around. They got the offense. Like let him sling it. He's gonna throw it 40 times. Yeah, you might get 3 or 4 picks, but he's gonna go out there trying to make plays. You're gonna have Browning threw 3 picks last week. So calling for Jameis Winston isn't calling for anything crazy.
Yeah,
He's got way more experience. He can throw picks too. Like
he's going to throw for 500 yards and 5 picks, but you're also going to have 6 touchdowns in there. So
exactly. Browning,
Right.
I think, had 0 touchdowns or maybe 1 and 3 picks or something like that. Jameis keeps it even. If he's throwing 3 picks, he's throwing 3 tutties. He likes to keep it even.
He can win. He's been a proven starter in the NFL. I get you have Browning. You've had him for a while. You like him in the system, that kind of stuff. But you're 2-0. Joe Burrow's out for 3 months. He's not coming back before that. You have to get someone in there that's serviceable to make it so he can come back and maybe lead you to that Super Bowl again. I think trading for Jameis is an awesome play for the Bengals.
let's see if it happens. We'll have to see. I mean, Jameis is QB3 on the Giants. Why the Giants even have 3 QBs? I don't fucking know. But
Right.
I feel like it's just up to that coaching staff. If you don't think Browning can do it, then you have to. You don't even have a choice. Unless, every year in this division is all or nothing, especially with the amount of money you put into that wide receiver core in the last 2 years. Like, it's all or nothing because we don't have a fucking line. All of our money's around the ball anyway, so we have to get someone while we're hot, 2-0, to at least, we can't, well, he's out 2 months, so maybe they have a bye, like 7 games. They have to go positive. 4-3, you're 6-3, like that is just fine getting Joe Burrow back. But if they go on a streak of losing and then he comes back, shit's not flowing the same, you're in the danger zone of losing 1 or 2 games with Joe and being out of the hunt like really quick. So we'll see.
I mean, I think they got to operate like they already have to have the playoffs secured by the time Joe comes back because you never know. He could have a setback. He could have anything. He might not even come back. Like 3 months is optimistic, really. So,
And turf toe sucks. Had it, sucks.
Yeah, just look it up. If you don't know what it is, look it up and you'll say, holy fuck. People that don't know, like turf toe, you're like, you think you stubbed your toe on the turf. Like people have no idea of what's actually going on. So seeing him get surgery immediately had some people questioning, but just look it up. Look it up. You'll know why you need immediate surgery, especially, being a quarterback.
Quarterbacks, 2 left to talk about here. JJ, is he ass? And Baker Mayfield, is he him?
Baker's him. I'm just gonna get this over with. He's a dog. There's nobody that's played with him that said they wouldn't ride into battle. And he had somebody saying he would take him into the back alley for scrapping. Like if there's one person, I'll take Baker. Nobody's saying that about Jared Goff. There's no quarterback. There's not many quarterbacks. He has like the same aura around his linemen and team that Tom did. You know what I mean? Like they love him that much. He's going to the bars with them. He's just like a lineman type of quarterback. So I feel like team morale wise, franchise morale wise, everybody loves Baker, and you can't get enough of him.
I think he's just a proven winner. He's that guy that like it's not over till it's over. If we need a play, I'm gonna make that play. I tell you what, the number 39 for the Texans cannot tackle a fucking lick. That boy had him dead to nuts, and Baker just ducked down right over top
on
of
the 4th and 10.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, dude, he was slipping them the whole game. The funniest thing was him faking that injury damn near and then getting up and talking shit to the guy. Like, he's like grabbing his ankle, spinning, and someone talked shit and he got right up in his fucking face. It's like, yep, there's Baker.
Yep.
Yeah, leave it to him. Leave it to him to motivate.
Do you guys think that Johnny Manziel would have had the Baker Mayfield effect if he would have got off the Browns?
No, he needed to get off the drugs.
Fair
I think
point.
Baker Mayfield is Johnny 2.0. I think he's all the athlete and the winner that Johnny was, just off the drugs. Which
Yeah. For sure.
say
I
that.
think Baker more durable as well. I don't think Johnny would be able to take the hits that Baker does. I don't know why, but Baker is super durable for his stature. He takes a lot of hits. He runs the ball 5, 6, 7 times a game. And especially in the clutch moments, he does not give a fuck. He'll take the ball in his hands regardless. I it's tough like for the Johnny comparison because it's like 10 years ago. It's so hard.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have translated in any system if he just stayed off the weed.
No, for sure. Yeah. No, I just like, growing up, that's who we
Oh, that's
watched.
my
We watched
guy,
Johnny,
bro.
man.
That's
He
my
used to sling that
guy.
shit to Mike Evans. Now you got pretty much the same thing.
You're not
Baker
wrong.
throwing it to
Baker to
Mike
Mike,
Evans.
yeah.
So I'd like
That's
Mike Evans' take on that, see what he's got to say.
yeah, I mean he got Johnny, Tom Brady, and Baker.
And Jameis. Don't forget about Jameis.
Yeah, he had-
Never forget. Never forget.
I think he
Never
also had
forget.
Mike Glennon at one point in there. He had
All
some.
right.
Oh,
all right.
he
We're not
had
gonna talk
some
about the bad
curve.
ones.
And he still got
Yes.
1,000. He
Yeah.
still got his 1,000.
Speaking of that, didn't Jameis do that to Dart, and then they ended
Yeah.
up losing to the Cowboys? That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's funny.
It'd be like
Yeah.
that. If
All
I
right.
played with Jameis, I'd do it all the time too. It's like it's just it'd be impossible not to, bro. Especially after the wins.
For sure. All right, we skirted around it enough. Is JJ ass?
He's played freaking 2 games.
No, I don't think JJ's ass. I don't think he's ass.
I agree. He's had no time, I mean, you can do everything you want. You catch the ball, you got literally 2-step drop, and then
He
you
was
get
out there with
smacked.
half his line, and then
The center
Jones
got hurt.
center got hurt, Jones got hurt, and one of the receivers got hurt. So it was like he had half his line, half his weapons. First time or prime time game. You can't let the rookie have one bad game and say he's ass.
All right, I'm glad that we're all on the same page.
I'm
Yeah,
not putting it out
kinda-
of question. I'm just saying I'm not gonna say he's ass yet. He's only played one great half of football, and he's had 4. So a couple more games and I'll be able to say if he's ass or not.
I think I want to know, is he actually hurt? I watched a video. It was a second to last throw. He rolls out of the pocket, looks like his normal speed that we're used to seeing from
Right.
him playing at Michigan. Chucks it down the field. Pass looked great. Everything looked great. And then all of a sudden, he's got a high ankle sprain. So
He
played
just
one
had
more.
his babies. He
Yeah.
taken 4 weeks off for the baby.
Yeah.
That's the only other question. I mean, it was 100% timing. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's also like to you guys' point, like he doesn't have an offensive line. He is somewhat fragile from what's happened so far in the NFL. So they don't know. You want to protect him. You want to say he's your future. If you guys all think that, then I guess you want to protect him right now. I don't know.
yeah, they have to. I mean, they already shipped Darnold away, so they already made that choice about who the future is. So protecting them at all costs is pretty much where they're at.
All right, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Carson Wentz will take over this week for JJ McCarthy. He can raise his son. But let's talk about what plays we like this week. We got college football plays, NFL plays. We'll throw a parlay together. You guys stayed long enough. You can hear it. Hopefully win with us. What do you got, Riley? Anything in college football that you like? Anything in NFL you like?
College football, super short and sweet. Michigan money line -130. Take the points, whatever you want to do. I also like Miami versus Florida, taking Miami -6.5. I altered that. I think the line right now is 7.5. That's -140. And then another play I like. I know Dunny's on the opposite side. I like Texas -40.5. I like the bounce back this week in a massive way. Even defensively, I could a score, field position. They're gonna blow 0-3 shoe out. Week 3 for the NFL, I got Vikings -2.5. I got the Chiefs getting it done -6.5. Dallas money line and the Lions money line +190.
Beautiful, beautiful. Dan, what about you?
College football. I'm going with my Heisman favorite, Mateer. 2 touchdowns, +152. I'm taking the over in the Michigan versus Nebraska game. It's minus 112. I'm going NC State money line against Duke, plus 145. Our favorite running back, Hollywood Smothers, 2 touchdowns, plus 235.
Nice.
He's getting that. He's getting his bag. I'm going Illinois money line, plus 195. And then Hawaii versus Fresno. I'm taking the over in that game at 47.5. And then for NFL, I only got 2 plays. I'm going Cardinals money line, Bengals money line. Keeping it easy.
Okay, all right.
Short and sweet.
All right, I got 7 college football plays and 6 NFL plays. So, we're either going really good or really bad.
Suit up, troops.
Here we go. Send them all out. Hit the deploy button. College football, Michigan minus 2.5. Going on the road against Nebraska, we got it. MSU is going to cover 17.5 at night against USC. Tough game starting at 11 p.m. Will the Spartans be able to play at 1 o'clock in the morning? We'll find out. Oklahoma and Mateer, Dan loves them. They're covering 6.5. They got a tough game against Auburn. South Carolina and Missouri going over 47.5 points. Just like Riley, I'm on Illinois money line. I'll take them against Indiana this week. Sam Houston, 41.5 points against Texas. We're on the opposite play there. And then Hawaii, the Rainbow Warriors money line against Fresno State, plus 130. For the NFL, Bills are going to cover 11.5 against the Dolphins tomorrow night, Thursday. It's going to be a blowout, unfortunately. Another terrible game to watch on primetime. Colts cover 3.5. 49ers cover 2.5. Cowboys money line. Lions, Ravens over 51.5 on Monday night. Raiders, Commanders under 44.5. Jaden Daniels is hurt. I don't think he's going to play that well. Brock Bowers didn't look like himself last week either. So that's what I got. There's 13 plays for you.
The feast is wide open, gentlemen. Pick your poison.
I do have a fun Hail Mary parlay if you want to throw it in there. 4,000 plus 4,424. James Cook, 100 yards rushing tomorrow. Hurts, anytime touchdown. They're at home. You know what's going to happen. Jonathan Taylor, 100 yards rushing. Bijan, 100 yards rushing. They're playing against some defenses that like to give up a lot of rushing yards. Look at them taking the 100.
Mix and match. You heard it.
I got me a touchdown parlay. A touchdown parlay.
I got
me a touchdown parlay for everybody if they're interested. We're gonna go. We're going Cook touchdown, Barkley touchdown, Tyler Warren touchdown, and we're going Tatoria McMillan from the Panthers touchdown. He's getting his first tutty this week.
Okay. What are we looking at for odds on that one?
Oh, I think we're a little over 1,000, but let me confirm what I actually locked in at because I was just kind of whipping it up.
Truthfully, if you guys are taking these parlays, the big ones, DraftKings is doing a pretty cool promo right now. Every week in the NFL, they're giving you a ghost leg is what it's called. You put your parlay together. As long as it's more than 3 legs, you can click ghost leg parlay. If the parlay hits every leg except for one, you still get paid out. So you get paid out on the lower odds if that leg wasn't in there. Last week, I had a 4-person anytime touchdown. Derrick Henry was the only leg that didn't score, and I got paid out. I should have got paid out because they ran 8 plays inside the 5-yard line, and Derrick Henry only got the ball once. But it still was nice to get the money.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I think everybody that had them in fantasy, I know there's so many people that hammer them on parlays and shit to at least get 1 touchdown or 100 yards or 2 touchdowns. Like everybody ate shit. All the fantasy owners ate shit, and then Baltimore still won. You would expect Henry. They
scored 41 points.
That's what I'm saying, and he didn't get none. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's crazy. I got the odds for that touchdown parlays plus 2205.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I like it a lot.
Third leg podcast parlay. Good Lord, I always try and jump the gun there. We each came up with a leg, and then we all agreed on a leg as well. So we're looking at the odds of plus 5,756. This is all college football for you guys. We won last week. We're going for 2 weeks in a row. Maybe we'll roll it over if we go 2 weeks in a row for week 3. Who knows? I'm going Illinois money line. It is plus money this week. What you guys got?
I'm going our boy Mateer, 3 tutters. 3 passing tutters. 1, 2, 3.
What's the plus on that?
Plus
Gotta holler at
550. He's throwing
Plus
that in the fourth
5.
quarter.
Hitty. And then just going with the measly Michigan money line -130.
I love it. And then the leg, we all came up together. It's the late night game. They kick off at 11:59. Our Rainbow Warriors playing at home against Fresno State, over 47.5 points. We don't think either team has a defense. We like to see the fireworks. Go, go, go.
Yep, Hawaii will pretty much let up 35 on any given night. So they put up a couple tutties, we'll be all right.
They're scoring 42, so 42-35, that's the end score.
There we go. There we go. Dan, you got any hot takes that you want to get off your chest?
I hope you guys are ready. I hope you
Come
guys
on, Danny, give me
are
something.
ready for these. So all these are college football hot takes. Number one, LSU isn't a top 15 team. They beat, hear me out. They beat Clemson. Clemson's clearly a bum. Clearly bad. They beat Florida by 10 points. Florida threw 5 interceptions, and you only put up 20 points. Florida's bad. Florida is not good. So you've beat a bad Clemson team. You've beat a bad Florida team. Sure, you can say Florida's defense is good. They were only allowed 20 points. Florida lost to South Florida. South Florida got their doors beat off by Miami.
It's tough to play that game.
All right, we're starting off strong.
I'm just saying, LSU hasn't played anybody to deserve that number 3 spot. I don't think they have.
Kids, this is a message to you. Stay off the drugs.
Stay off the drugs. I know Clemson ain't shit, Florida ain't shit, but you had to go to Clemson week 1, you win. And then you win your next 2 games, one against Florida, who obviously, after losing to USF, I get it. You could say they're not a great team, but they won. You know, they won. I mean, it is you beat the best ACC team, and then you beat an SEC team. So they've done more than a decent amount of teams in the country already. I'm not saying they're, but they're 3. I mean, even if they fell 10 places, they're in the top 15.
I just don't think,
maybe a top 10. I'll give you a top 10.
I don't think they're a top 15 team. Now, with that being said, they have a very soft schedule, and they very well could lose 2 games and still be in the top 15. But we'll see.
For sure.
Dan's chopping down my SEC pick of the conference last week. God,
they go at Ole Miss. They go at Vandy, at Alabama, at Oklahoma.
We'll see.
If they're asked, they'll lose 3 games. We'll find out.
They will definitely lose 3 games if they're asked. You'll know if they're frauds or not. It's going to take a couple weeks. We got Ole Miss in 2 weeks. They play Southeast Louisiana. They're going to win by 100. So next week, we're going to have to mull that over, and we'll figure out what they are when they play Ole Miss.
2 weeks, we'll see. We'll see if this bites me in the ass. But that's my opinion right now from what I've watched. They're not great. They're not as good as they should be.
Hey, they get smoked versus Ole Miss. Clip it.
All right.
What else you got? What else you got?
All right. You guys are going to like this one.
Oh, shit.
Number 2, my second hot take. Illinois might be the best team in the Big Ten.
We'll find out this week. They got to play a tough team in Indiana.
They play a tough team. I've watched 10 Big Ten games so far. Illinois has the most complete offense from what I've watched. I watched the Ohio State-Texas game. Sure, it was Ohio State's first week. They played bum since then. Those games aren't worth watching. Ohio State didn't look great on offense. I watched the Oregon-Northwestern game. Oregon should have won by like 70. I don't know. They just didn't look like they had it. Michigan's been wish-washy. I mean, sure, we beat the doors off of Central, but I wouldn't call us a contender. Penn State should be playing better than they are. The best team they played is Duke. Duke's better than they have been in the past. They're not the best team ever. They'll be better next year. But from what I watched, I was really impressed. Allmeyer takes care of the ball. He makes good reads. He puts his team in his position to win. And he's one of the most seasoned teams in the Big Ten. Not somebody I'm looking past. We'll see what happens against Indiana. I mean, we're all on that money line. But I think they could end up being the best team in the Big Ten so far.
Hey, they beat Indiana, then they got USC, and then they luckily get Ohio State at home. They get them at home. They don't have to go to the shoe, and everything past that is a cakewalk. So it's going to come down to that Ohio State like it usually is in the Big Ten. Like if you're a contending team, it'll usually come down to Ohio State or Michigan, but you only play Ohio State this year. They're luckily not playing Michigan. So it's going to come down to the Ohio State. And I will be rooting for them. Trust me. Fucking trust me. I will hope they're the best fucking Big Ten team that week. I promise you.
What
Big
else
Illinois
you got, Dan?
guy.
Jimmy, you didn't give me your opinion on that one.
Yeah, he said. Shoot.
He said
Yeah,
I'm pause on that one. What do you got? What do you got?
I like it. It's different. They're undefeated, so you can't really count them out. You can't say they're not the best Big Ten team. Oregon, like you said, didn't look good against Northwestern. Ohio State, fuck them. And then Penn State, they still have the same coach and the same quarterback that's going to choke when it counts. So, and they're going to beat up against each other. Ohio State and Penn State, and Oregon has to play Penn State as well. So those three will take care of themselves. If Illinois wins these next 3 games, you're probably right.
We'll see. We'll see after this week. I might be, again, eating my own ass here, but we'll see. All right. My last take. I don't really know if this is that hot. I think it's been discussed other places, but I do think we'll see a 3-loss team in the college football playoff. My bet, it's Texas.
Wow.
I think they got a lot of preseason hype. I don't trust Arch, but I think over time he's going to settle in. We saw the flashes last year. Coming up down the stretch, I think they end up 10-2 with SEC play. They sneak into the SEC championship game somehow. I'm assuming they're probably going to be playing Oklahoma. I'm high on them. I think they lose to Oklahoma, but they still make the CFP. That's what I'm projecting there.
Okay.
But
I can't get off your last take. Sorry. Illinois to make the playoff plus 590.
That ain't bad.
Illinois to win the Big Ten plus 3,300.
Yeah, you got Michigan, Ohio State, so
I like it a lot, Dan. 3-loss team to make the big dance. 12 teams get in. It's not unheard of, especially with the Big Ten and SEC beating up on each other. I don't think it could come from any other conference but those two.
no, I don't think so.
And I think the third loss, if there is a team that gets in, it's going to have to be in the SEC or the Big Ten championship game against a good team that is, number 1 or number 2 overall in the nation. I can see it happening. I don't know that it's gonna, but like you said, it's a hot take, so we'll find out.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be an SEC team. Just looking like they have so many teams in the top 15, where seeing them, bang it out, and there's like the team with 3 losses are still gonna have 5 top 20 wins, because how much depth is in the conference. So we'll see. The committee said they're gonna value tougher wins. So, and then playing tougher teams, those losses shouldn't equate to as much as, getting upset or something, losing even early and getting upset because your strength of schedule. Everyone's always said it, like the strength of schedule should matter. Obviously the record does, but it's like seeing it be such a big thing in college basketball, how they seed teams, and then not doing it at all in college football for X amount of years. It's just like it's one of the only scalable things that we can use to dictate something other than the record. So it's like just not having it on the table is kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean, my take for Texas is just because, yes, it's an SEC team. They played cross conferences. They lost a close matchup. That game really means nothing in the grand scheme of things. So they go 10-2 in conference play, make the CFP or make their SEC championship game. I mean, I think SEC, no matter what, you're probably seeing 2 10-2 teams in their championship game. You might see somebody 10-1 or 11-1 go in, but I think either way, all those teams in the SEC are going to have one loss no matter what.
For sure.
Do you think there's any way, like, I keep coming back to them, you think they're ass, so you're probably going to say no. But does Clemson somehow pick up another loss, and then the ACC is just ass, and they somehow find their way as the second-ranked ACC team, win the ACC championship game, and get the automatic bid? I mean, that could be another route that happens.
I mean, that could happen, but I don't know. I mean, if I'm being honest, they play Florida State. I think they're going to get swamped by Florida State. They're playing Duke. Honestly, I think Duke's better than them right now, based on what I've watched. So they'll beat their game against Syracuse. Syracuse isn't bad. They played decent against Tennessee. I mean, they got beat, but they still didn't play terrible. If Clemson played Tennessee, they're getting their shit kicked in right now. North Carolina, they're beating the shit out of them. Boston College is probably beating the shit out of them. SMU was ranked, so they slung the shit out of the rock against Baylor a couple weeks ago, but that could be another game they lose. Realistically, I think they could lose this week. SMU, Duke, Florida State. I just don't think there's any way they don't end up with at least 2 more losses myself. But that's also me. Their ass.
Their ass. Big Clemson hater in the building.
I love it.
I'm just being honest. Show me something different. Show me that you're better.
I agree.
Proofs in the pudding, buddy.
Is that all for the hot takes?
Those are my 3 that I got this week.
All right.
Hey, those are pretty fucking hot for the first round of hot takes. Well done.
We also have some NFL division winners we were going to talk about too. We got 8 division winners to pick here. I'll go first. I'm going to take the chalk in the AFC. A lot of favorites here. Ravens to win the North, -360. Jags to win the South. Bills to win the East. And Chargers to win the West. I do think it's the Chargers' year. They looked way better than Chiefs. NFC, can't go away from the Lions. Fuck the Packers. The Bears and Vikings look terrible. Falcons, they should have beat the Bucs in week 1. I think they do end up winning the South division. Commanders, Jane's got to stay healthy, but I think they somehow find a way to win the East this year. There was that streak of never winning back-to-back in the NFC East. Maybe it's a thing still. And then the NFC West, the Rams, I think will get it done. Matt Stafford's playing well. Their team looks decent. What do you guys got?
In the AFC, I got 3 the same ones as you, Raven, Bills, Chargers. You're bagging on Danny Dimes here, though. Them Colts are pulling it off. Danny Dimes is looking hot, buddy. So I'm going Colts in the South. As far as NFC, I'm going Lions. Rams, I think we align there. South, I'm going Bucks. I think Baker Mayfield's just got too much going for him right now. Falcons, I don't think they can compete with that later on in the season. Sure that they lost the first matchup. I think they're going to drop a couple other few, and Bucks will just kind of pull ahead. And then in the East, I'm going Eagles. I don't think anyone's really competing with them over there.
Yeah. AFC, as usual. I got the Bills, Baltimore. I got the Colts. Danny Dimes, baby. I'm a believer. I've seen enough. And that division is reminding me too much of the NFC South, where Houston, Tennessee, and Jacksonville are just ball sacks. So I think Indy's got too much around the ball to not win that division. And their defense, their front 4 is disgusting. So I think the Colts are going to do some shit this year. And then AFC West.
Don't say it.
I'm taking the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers. Full round of hardball here. We're going Baltimore and the Chargers. NFC, going with Philly. That tush push. Can't beat it. Can't go against it. We're going Detroit as usual. Tampa Bay, I'm with you. I think Baker is just a dog. I think they might be one of those team of destiny this year. They could, the NFC South division is always ass. So if Atlanta does Atlanta things, midway through this year, that's going to be a free cakewalk for Tampa Bay as it is. I think they get both the dubs versus Carolina and the Saints, no questions asked. So it just comes down to those two. And then the NFC West, I'm also taking the Rams, going to Stafford. I think Puka and Devontae look amazing, and that defense has actually showed up, and they're healthy so far this year. So I'm going to rock with them. I haven't been too high on San Fran, but we'll see in the next couple of weeks what kind of pieces they put together on that offense. But other than that, we aligned probably 75% on each division. No, there's just one little sneak coming out.
I thought you were going to say the Chiefs for the AFC West. I was like, don't do it. Come on.
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't
I was
want to
about
get booed off the podcast.
We're ending the recording right now.
Ooh, this man.
I'm trying to look up data by Faro and who his models predicted to win, and tell you who's right and who's wrong here. But I can't find it right now off the top of my in his TikTok. Have you guys seen him at all?
Oh yeah, I was on all his picks last week. We were 13-2 or something, baby. The only one, the only pick I didn't take was I don't remember who it was. Somebody that it just wasn't worth it. It was like minus 900. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking winning 2 cents. Fuck that.
I ain't got it like that.
Data _ Faro on TikTok. This kid has built all algorithms to tell you what money line you should be on and what percentage confidence he has. He also has a free Discord. He's giving away the algorithms and telling you how to download them so you can run them yourself too. So that's kind of pretty sweet. But yeah, he's 27-5 on the NFL so far this year.
That's disgusting. Lock in. Especially it's open source and he's letting everybody download it themselves and be able to tweak anything. That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, he should have only. I think this week his losses were the Jags, tough game.
Ouch.
Broncos, tough game.
Ouch.
And then his model had the Bills losing to the Jets.
That's crazy.
Questionable, but
hey, it's not perfect.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but the game was semi-competitive for a minute.
Yeah, Fields got hurt, so it's it is what it is. He's out this week, so.
Tyrod Taylor had to step in and play.
Yep, that motherfucker is going to do this for another 20 years. He's a professional backup quarterback. Professional. All right, anything else, fellas?
Nope.
Did we want to go into what matchups we like, or I guess things we're looking forward to seeing matchups this week? We didn't really talk about that. If we wanted to.
Let it rip.
What do you like to see?
What are you looking forward to?
I mean, we got Michigan, Nebraska. It's going to be a good game. Like college football, we didn't touch no college football in the matchups this week. Come on, boys. We got Michigan, Nebraska. I think we kind of touched on it, but I think this kind of shows where our season's headed. Nebraska's good. They're decent. They're going to put up a lot of points. They're going to sling the rock. We got, I'm not calling him Baby Mahomes, but the Mahomes poser coming at us.
Mahomes clone.
Did you see? Okay, first off, did you see that his tight end proposed on the field, proposed like Travis Kelce did? It's
dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's like Earth 1 and Earth 2, dude.
Dude, it's crazy. He has the mannerisms of Mahomes. His team's doing the same thing. Like they've
on the field, off the field, they dress the same. Like
restraining order. That's all I can
say. Dude,
say.
what the fuck?
It's creepy.
There's no way that's not weird.
No, right. Yeah, it's beyond that. But
no, but week 2 with Poggi at the helm, I do like Michigan. I always like Michigan. We're going on the road. I don't think it's going to matter. Nebraska is kind of a phony in my opinion, truthfully. So I'm looking forward to the game. I think it'll be a good Saturday for us.
For sure. I'm just looking forward to us shutting the haters up. I feel like it's kind of disrespectful having us be underdogs. I know we're on the road, but it's fucking Nebraska. Come on. It's Nebraska. I know they're all right, but I've watched their games too, and they haven't looked great. They have not looked great either.
Yeah, I'm not concerned
Their
about their
defense
defense.
is a little bit better than they have been. Usually Nebraska lets up 40 every game. Their defense has been a little bit better than, as advertised.
I mean, I think that's where we can take advantage of. I mean, I'm personally not concerned about their defense. Yes, it's better, but it's still not great. And I
Right.
think we put up points, but I'm just concerned. I know we make fun of him for being Mahomes 2.0, but he can sling the rock.
Yeah.
His receivers make plays, and our DBs have not looked great. So I hope we figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, what I look forward to is what zones are we running on defense and how
Mhm.
frequently. How frequently are we running zone in defense, especially in third downs or guaranteed passing situations? We love to man up, especially on wide receiver number 2, and let them run across the middle of the field, and people are chasing. So that's pretty much what I'm hoping for us to be able to limit the easier over the middle catches where you get yak yards. Let our DBs make plays on the ball if they're going for the deep shots or anything like that, where we're sitting in coverage, and just make sure that we don't play press man on a 3rd and 7 and our guys trailing on a slant route or just a over route or something like that. I see it way too often. That is how our defense survives and gets off the field. Like that third down style, how we're going to approach it is basically going to determine how we get off the field.
What I've told everyone this week from Central Michigan, I was happy because we won. Yes, the offense looked great, but I was more happy that the defense looked good. And I think if we can continue to have that solid defense, I'll be more happy and more content with the season. So it comes down to two things for me to be happy: Michigan to win, and us to make that quarterback's life a living hell. How much pressure can we put on the quarterback? And that's ultimately, if you can do that, you got a chance to win any game.
Yeah, and it helps the back end out. We were already talking like we don't have 100% trust in the back end of our defense with our DBs, so it puts all the utmost pressure on our front four to get pressure, just to get the quarterback off his spot and be able to make them make decisions quicker, so we could take advantage of it. If he just gets to sit back there all day, he's just not a bad quarterback. He's going to be able to make the correct reads and be able to dice us up. So we got to get pressure, got to get sacks, got to get QB pressures, and like you said, make his life a living hell.
Yep.
Yeah. Staying in the Big Ten, Michigan State versus USC. USC is averaging the most yards per game in the Big Ten at 604 yards a game. Michigan State is allowing the 3rd most yards per game in the Big Ten.
Well then,
I think Burley's going to be sad this week.
Yeah, it's an 11 o'clock start. I think it should be illegal for them to play at 8 o'clock in Cali. 7 o'clock should be the absolute latest. Fuck it. When they come to the Eastern time zone, we're playing at 11 a.m.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough. You're playing till about 2 in the morning. 1 and some change on the East Coast.
USC did not look good against Purdue. Purdue turned the ball over, I think, 4 times inside the 20 of USC, so they should have put up more points and actually made it competitive. USC luckily got those turnovers, so the game was a little bit more lopsided than what the score showed. So if Michigan State can take care of the ball and they don't get completely exhausted, I feel like this week you have to be practicing at 1 o'clock in the morning. I think maybe Michigan State does cover 17.5. I think we might be surprised.
All right. Yeah, I don't just based on I'm looking at these stats. I haven't watched much of either team's games. It just looks like a slaughtering about to happen for the Spartans. But
so I mean, hey, we could look at Michigan State team total under for the first half, and maybe a little bit more units, so we're cheering against them in the first half.
Dunny's eyes started lighting up. He's like, "Hey, wait a second.
I like it.
We can pregame the bets, boys. We can take the first halves."
Then you go to sleep.
Yeah, that's the best. Waking cash, baby. Nothing better than a waking cash.
Yeah. Another big game, Auburn, Oklahoma. We kind of touched on it a little bit. Mateer's gonna, have to play a good game against this tough Auburn team. welcome to the SEC again. But Auburn's quarterback, I think, is 2 years, played 2 years at Oklahoma before transferring to Auburn, and he's looking decent so far this season. So it's a top 25 matchup. Should be a good game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think this is just another showcase for Mateer. I might be bricked up for this guy more than kickers, to be honest, but I just think
more than Brandon Aubrey. You're cheating now.
Yeah, I just think he's got it. He's a competitor. I think they're easily gonna take him down. So, Oklahoma's my favorite to win the SEC. I'm still backing that right here.
Your Heisman finalist and SEC champs. The big Oklahoma guy over here.
Yeah, big Sooner. I'm a big boomer.
He's down to plus 900 for the Heisman Trophy now. He is in second place all by himself.
I just want you to know,
Not bad.
week one, I gassed him up at I think it was 2,200 odds, something like that.
Yep,
So
she's going down.
she's going. Who they got at number one right now?
Carson Beck
Okay,
plus 750.
He said, "Oh, okay."
Whatever, man.
This man.
They play Florida State next week, so that should be a game.
No, they play Florida this week. Florida State next week. Miami?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's another big matchup too. Florida, Miami. I mean, not really. I think what's this game?
Because of
+7
Florida.
for Florida.
Yeah.
I'd love to just smash like plus 21 for Miami, or minus
21. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a rivalry game. You never know what's gonna happen. Dumb shit.
Yeah.
Can't touch it. But
If it was in the swamp too, maybe.
yeah,
Maybe I touched the game, but I don't know.
I mean, Miami should easily win that game. They're not even comparable teams from what we've watched in the first couple of weeks. So,
But we've also watched rival games where one team was much better and somehow the game was still extremely fucking close.
no, Iowa State, Iowa, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
it was dog shit.
Yeah,
We beat Ohio State last year.
You know what
We
I'm
were the
saying?
better team.
You know what I'm saying? In the trenches, baby. We had a Uber driver as our quarterback.
We talked a lot about the Illinois-Indiana game. That's another top 25 matchup, Big Ten. We're all on Illinois. We're all on the Fighting Illini this week. Dan's hot take is they're the best team in the Big Ten. 5.5, is that enough points for Indiana?
I mean, no.
Or 5.5, they're actually favored by 5.5.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Illinois or Indiana's favored, which I don't. Indiana hasn't played anybody. They almost lost to Old Dominion week one. I mean, they bounced back pretty hard. But I guess kind of looking at the stats, Indiana's number 2 in yards per game, 591. So Illinois is more middle of the pack on defense. Indiana's towards the top. But
Indiana runs it up too. Their coach is going for stats. They had I think they had the highest power offense in the Big Ten last year, and it was just because they were blowing out so many teams and just running up numbers. They averaged the most points and everything. Then they played a big team and scored like 6 points. So we'll see. This is, a big test for them, and they're favored. So they got to get it done.
Yep. And then last game, Dan, you might even be going. NC State, 3.5 point underdogs to Duke.
Yeah, and I don't really understand this line. I mean, Duke was favored against Illinois a couple of weeks ago. I said I didn't get that line either. Illinois beat the doors off Duke. Duke's not bad. Their quarterback's pretty good. I mean, their quarterback's probably one of the top prospects for I think next year's draft, or maybe it's 2 years from now. NC State's quarterback's probably going to be up there too. I think it's 2027. 2027 draft. Duke's QB, NC State's QB. They're going to be up there.
Got some ACC dogs at QB.
Hollywood Smothers. Come on now.
Hollywood.
At the end of the day, NC State's taking this. Hollywood Smothers coming in hot. We're already on him for 2 touchdowns, but I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. ACC shootout, but NC State's going to take the dub here, in my opinion.
NC State Smothers with 2 tutties, baby.
Yeah,
Lock it up.
Run that same game parlay, baby.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas. That's going to do it. Been $130. It's been real. I'm gonna cut this up into 2 episodes. So if you're watching the full episode on YouTube, you'll be able to check out both of them on Spotify and Apple.
Perfect.
From the boys, GG's, peace.
Peace.
Another one for Tommy boy. Another one for the world. Another one for the listeners.